It was. I mean, it was a great game. It was a great game. Thought the guys did a great job of hanging in there after a slow start, and Dennis was excellent. He was outstanding in that ball game. Kept us in it in the first half, and we were just able to hang in there long enough and come down to that last play. And it was really just a great play by Scott because he was actually open on his first cut, and Javi didn't throw it to him, and then he ran it down and just had the calmness of a senior, guy that's been around for a while, and the presence of mind to look up and look at the clock and realize there was still 10 seconds left, so he didn't have to shoot a half-court shot, and he spotted Richard under the basket and just made a great play.
You guys have lost a couple this year on last-second shots. What does it do for the confidence of the team, especially in a tournament like this, to win that way?
Yeah, it means a lot. It means a lot. As you said, for the confidence factor, for I guess a relief of saying, we got one to go our way this time. To say that it's never over, and that this team has never quit. They've never quit all year, and I think in their minds they always feel they can win. They always feel they can come back and win. But to actually do it, as you know, that just gives you more confidence. The more success you have at doing something, the more you believe in it. And no question about it. That was a big play, and I think they certainly felt good about it.
So those were hard lessons against Florida and against Arizona, but they at least maybe now are useful lessons.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we certainly learned something from it. We learned that we didn't like that feeling. The guys did. They learned they didn't like that feeling. They learned that it's never over. And that works both ways. When you lose a couple of games that way, then you realize maybe we can win a game that way. That it's never over. So no question about it. It was a learning experience.
And it's better to lose in December and January and win in March, right?
Oh, absolutely. Right now, that's the way it works. Right now, yeah.
Yeah, the last several games, you guys have pretty much last 10 minutes almost. The last 4 games, all close, all within 2-3 baskets. What has this team learned the last 4 or 5 games on how to play in a close game down the stretch?
I think you just said it. They learned how to play in a close game. You said it. They've learned that how important the ball is, how important it is offensively to execute, to be patient, take the shots that we want. They've learned how important it is to get stops, to get big rebounds. They've learned, and that's something that we've been talking about all year, is learning how to win. The shot that we take in the first half, the first 5 minutes of the game, we may not take in the last 6-7 minutes of the game. I think they're almost there. They're close to the point where they really understand, and I still think that we can still get even better at it. And I think we've done a great job so far. I really do, because close games down the stretch, we've executed on both ends.
How have you seen the shot selection improve, and having someone like Tracy Smith as kind of an anchor down the stretch of a game?
Well, that certainly helps, having Tracy, because we're going through Tracy often down the stretch. So if teams are doubling down in the post, now he's kicking it out, and we get the inside action, inside out, to where guys are wide open, and they have a good look at it. So no question, he's a big part of it. But on top of that, I think our perimeter guys are a little bit better in their movement, not just with the ball, but with their bodies. They're not passing and standing and watching, saying, okay, Tracy, do it. They're continuously moving, getting open, forcing the defense to shift around. And in doing that, we're getting good shots because the ball is moving, the bodies are moving. And we always tell our guys, if you continue to do that, one of those players on the defensive end is going to slow down. One of them, we don't know which one, but one of them is going to shut down, and he's going to stop chasing, and you're going to be the guy that's open. So you just keep moving, and I think they've done a good job of that.
Any rhyme or reason why the last 8 games, the second half numbers have improved so much compared to during the 7-game losing streak?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. I like to give our guys some credit on just understanding, again, second half, we've got to come out and play, understanding, you know, the games within the game that we play, those 4-minute games, 5-minute games that we play, we work on in practice, of winning that 5-minute game and concentrating. And I think in doing that, they're concentrating and looking at that 5-minute game and looking at the score. And so realizing I can't take this shot, or I can't try to do this, because we need to win that 5 minutes. And I think that's helped us. And then, you know, making adjustments as a team, and them making adjustments to the guys that they're playing with, and realizing what the opponents are doing against them.
Is the defense the best in your 4 years? And I noticed the teams are really having a hard time shooting 3-pointers against NC State. The percentages are really plummeted the last 8 games.
Yeah, our defense has been good. Our defense, I mean, no question that's the first part, that our defense, especially in the second half, we really play well. And that's our first key for us, is our defense. We're energized. We're taking away opportunities for people, and that's allowing us to get back on the offensive end. So, you know, we're spending more time on the offensive end than we are on defense, where earlier we were spending a little more time on defense in terms of in games, because we would turn it over or take a quick shot. Now we're on defense again. Now we're forcing teams to stay on defense a little longer, and no question about it, though. That's been the first thing that we've improved in, I think, was our defense.
With Dennis had a real struggle, I guess, against Georgia Tech in the tournament, kind of when you guys left Greensboro, but he bounced back in a big way in this last game. Did you talk to him at all? To kind of figure out what happened? Did his shots just not go down, or his legs get worn out in that last game, and he kind of came back a little bit more, I don't know, determined not to let his season end like?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't talk to him about it. I didn't. The only time I mentioned anything about the shots in that ball game was at halftime, when I just said to him, you know, okay, you missed a few shots, and you put your head down. While you were on the defensive end, you had your head down, you're shaking your head while you're on defense, so you're still thinking about the offensive end. And I told him, you missed some shots. I said, so what? So what? You missed shots. Let that go. I'm not worried about you missing shots. And that's all I said to him, because I didn't want him to feel any pressure anywhere else. You know, I'm not worried about it. I told him, I said, maybe get a chippy, maybe get a layup, maybe try to step in. Get you one, get you a 2 first, and then work your way out. But don't stop shooting the ball if you're open. And that was just so he would know that I still had confidence in him, and I didn't want him to get down or think that we were down. And but I think also, yeah, coming into the tournament, to the NIT, I think, you know, Dennis realized that this is it. You know, this is it for him as far as collegiately, and he's not ready to stop playing. He isn't. And he certainly came out and showed that.
What do you know about UAB, and what kind of challenge does it present for this team?
Very physical team, very physical, very good rebounding team. They have one young man, Millsap, whose brother's in the league, and he's similar to him. He can score the ball. He's physical. He's big. The guards are steady, very steady. They're going to try to. I mean, they pound people on the boards. And obviously, that's an area that we have to. I'm not going to say improve it, but we have to be good. We have to be good against them and just protect the ball. They have a couple of guys that can put it on the floor. A couple of guys that can shoot it pretty good. It's a solid ball club. They started off real well. They started off well, had a nice run going.